Hey, this is a new blog I'm doing, as I've pretty much got 3 months of not much really to do. So this, I'm going to title it as Covid-19, my personal blog. I'm speaking from Essex in the east of England, and to some of those who don't know, that's in the United Kingdom, where we have obviously started to see a lot of shutdown on businesses today. So this is probably going to be my first of probably 150 videos I'm going to be doing on a daily basis over the next 3+ months on the Covid-19 or coronavirus or SARS coronavirus 2, as it's been known as within the scientific world. So I will be doing a daily blog. So generally I'm actually in two of the risk areas. So first of all, I have asthma, and secondly, I am HIV positive, undetectable, on medication, for which I remember I had my clinic about 6 months ago, and I had a CD4 count, that's your white blood cells within your body, and that was registered about 650. Now, from the British Medical Association, they are stating that if you have a higher CD4 count, so it's 450 and above, then you're relatively well. But there's always that side of precaution because of this virus. It systematically doesn't have a generalisation from what the general medical teams are saying. It does seem like they are this virus attacks people who are between 45 and in some cases some who are in their 30s, some 20s, and in some very rare cases some who are less than 15 years old. So it's very difficult to kind of tell if it's attacking those who do have HIV, and if it is generally worse to have severe symptoms. It's very unknown, we're not sure. But yes, so I think generally, because I'm also asthmatic, it's not severe. It's not on a scale of like COPD, where I have major lung capacity issues, but with this it is more a case of I have to be generally careful. I'm adhering to the advice from government, the Public Health England, and also from the National Health Service to obviously restrict my social distancing. So I think I went out only today, went to the shops, back in 20 minutes, stood 2 meters away from the the person behind the counter, and I then come home. That's it. That's pretty much been my day. Doing bits and pieces around the house, obviously. So obviously I don't live by myself. I live with one of my friends and her 2 kids. People probably going, don't leave children, you might get it. Well, unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. There's no general scientific evidence to say that children actually have this and can spread it, but obviously when younger people, if you do have it, you can give it to those with underlying health issues, those who are most vulnerable in our communities, and also the elder generation, so like grandparents and in some cases great grandparents. So it's all a little bit difficult. So I'm not working. I did go for an interview on Wednesday, which is about 20 minutes down the road, and so I don't really know what's going to happen with that. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm not sure. Obviously they're going to give me hopefully a second interview. If that's the case, then once they've decided if I do get the job, then obviously I can do that. But obviously I then have to get to the work, which won't be by public transport. It will probably be either by bike or by getting a lift, But then there's that difficulty on, do I work from home? But as it's a new job, I'm going to need to get training, so I don't know if I need to speak with them about maybe doing training at home. I don't know, it's all a bit difficult. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. So yeah, it's all topsy-turvy. It's pretty bizarre that in 2020 we have a global pandemic on our hands. It's a bit strange. It's a bit surreal, actually. 2020 we got a pandemic. The last time obviously a pandemic like this happened on this scale, where so many people got infected, from what I know, and so many people have died in a certain amount of time, was the Spanish flu, as it was dubbed then, and that was in 1918. So that's a pretty long time ago. 102 years ago, and 102 years later, we now have a global pandemic. Now, obviously, Trump is calling it the Chinese virus. Why? Why is he calling it that? It's like the most racist thing ever. Oh, it's Chinese. But yeah, but at the moment, I'm well. It's difficult. We're having issues with the internet, so I'm like screaming because it's just so annoying that when the internet goes, I can't do much. So we're using like my friend's hotspot on her phone, so it's fun and games. But yeah, so this will be my first of one mini YouTube videos I'm going to be doing, and I'll be checking in every day, letting you know what I'm going to be doing, what I've done, etc. So stay tuned, keep a lookout, and obviously if anything does happen with myself, I will try and let you know. But obviously if I'm going to be in an ICU unit, then obviously it will be difficult for me to communicate. But obviously I will try and keep you updated about what I'm doing as a person, and with my well-being too. So keep a lookout. Message me as well if you want to check out anything else on my channel. Please check below, and I will tack you. I'm being called for dinner, so it's calling me myself. I'll chat to you soon.